Hey, welcome. Our guest is someone you're going to want to remember his name. You go by Art. And you've got books galore. You're writing. You got a new one. I don't want to just jump to the new one. I want to get to that. Obviously, that's why we're here, called Hard Easy. But if you will, Art, how long have you been an author, and what is the subject matter that really inspires you to reach out to people?
You know, it all started about, I'd say 10 years ago, and I was giving a presentation in Florida, and I invited my kids to come to that presentation. And it was a presentation on the differences between management and leadership. And after the presentation, everyone came up to me and said, "Hey, have you ever written a book?" My kids are listening to this, and later at dinner that night, they called me out and they said, "Hey, Dad, you're always telling us to, do the hard thing and to do your best, and why haven't you written a book?" And so they sort of called me out, and so that's what happened. I wrote my first book, and this is my third, so here we are.
Give us the overview, if you will, about Hard Easy. What is it about? Who is it speaking to? And for me, as I was reading just the cliff notes, if you will, I feel like I got to know a little bit of your personality and your heart, and that's really what the book is all about.
Yep. No, so it's philosophy. So I believe that you can live one of two ways. You can live hard, easy, or you can live easy, hard, right? And it's a philosophy I believed my entire life, but I really never internalized it until I was on a cattle drive of all places.
Like City Slickers?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I was down with some hardcore cowboys down in Loa, Utah, and I was trying to get my horse to cross a stream, and the horse didn't want to cross the stream. And it was the shallowest place and the best place to cross. But because horses have their eyes set far apart, they can't see depth. So they want to cross where the stream is narrowest, but that's where it's deepest. And so my horse and I were having this hard argument. And an old cowboy friend of mine pokes out from behind a pine tree on the other side, and he says, "Coombs, you can live hard easy or easy hard. It's your choice. It's your life." And I was like, what the heck are you talking about, man? What the heck are you talking about? And he says, the hard part is to get that horse to cross where you want to cross. The easy part would be to give in to your horse and let him cross where he wants to cross. But you will live hard for the rest of the time you're riding that horse, because the horse will always want to take control. He won this argument, he's going to win the next one, or have the next one. And so it was just one of those moments where your heart is open and you're ready to hear that message, and the person giving you the message is you're just at the right place at the right time. And ever since that moment, I have seen Hard Easy everywhere I look.
Now, you might think it's easy to write a book. Well, I think it's easy for him, not easy for me. Art, you've had some challenges. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will pick up this conversation about a struggle that Art had. In spite of that challenge, he still wrote 3 books. For more information, you can go directly to his website.
It's artcoombs.com.
Okay, or our website, because we'll put a link over to Art's website, fox13now.com, and click on the place. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. We're having a very interesting and amazing conversation with author Art Coombs about his book, Hard Easy. And I love that it starts with hard and not easy on top, because you are still living a hard... Will you explain it better? Because you have dyslexia. And my mind is like, well, how the heck do you have dyslexia and write 3 books? Art, was it a challenge for you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In my book, I talk about excuses. I talk about the excuses we all use. I'm human. I make stupid decisions because I'm human. I'm only human. Or I was born that way, right? Or I was raised that way. So I have a whole entire chapter dedicated to excuses. Well, one of the excuses I clung to for 25 years was I was born that way. I have dyslexia. I cannot excel scholastically, and that meant I wouldn't be able to excel vocationally. I was okay with mediocrity. But that absolved myself. See, dyslexia took control, and it was okay. I gave dyslexia that power.
Like the horse.
Exactly. I gave dyslexia that power. Once I broke through that mindset, I was able to focus not on my weakness, but on my strengths. And dyslexics have amazing strengths. And I focused there, and it was off to the races. The book is written for my kids and my grandkids. And I'm going to get emotional here.
You're going to make me cry, buddy.
But this is written for my kids and my grandkids. But it really is written for anybody who in life who asks the question, how did I get here? This is not where I want to be. How did I get here in life? If you want to start making decisions to get you unstuck, to get you back on a path where you want to be, you got to read Hard Easy.
This book, obviously the last one, how do I get my hands on it? And maybe if you can temper some advice during this time where we're all indoors, how do I make sense of what's going on utilizing your book? And where do I get it?
Totally. So first of all, where you get it, a couple questions. Where you get it, you can go to anywhere books are sold online. In fact, if you go to my website right now, I'm giving away, it's a contest, but I'm giving away ebooks, paperbacks, and even Audible books. So go to artcoombs.com and enter, and you can get a free book there, potentially.
Okay.
But this, what we're living in right now, this pandemic, is a great example of Hard Easy. It is hard to social distance. It's hard for me to disrupt my life and work from home. It's hard for me, to be honest, to sit 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Humans crave connection. It's hard for me not to go to a jazz game or to watch March Madness. That's hard for me. But we have to live through hard, or we will live harder later. So living hard now and doing social distancing and isolation is going to make it easier down the road.
Like a refiner's fire.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
One more time, where they can go get this book, because I really think this is a great time to have this book, especially because we're locked indoors.
Absolutely locked in. You can go anywhere online where books are sold. You can go to Amazon. You can go everywhere. If a book is sold online, you can find Hard Easy. Look up Art Coombs, or my author name is Arthur F. Coombs III. Just so you don't get me and my dad and my son all confused.
Yeah, see, look at that. You know he's a good guy because he's not trying to take credit by himself. He wants to include everybody and where he's come from. We'll put a link on the website to make it super easy. Just go to fox13now.com and click on the place. Stay safe and make hard easy.